When I look back over the last year, I can really think about two different ways to sort of tell my story. And to give you a little bit of background on that, my name is Casey. I am a campus pastor from Lehighton, Pennsylvania. I'm also the Northeast District Youth Director, and my wife and I, we welcomed our firstborn son into the world on October 23rd of 2019. And so he was just about 5 months old when the pandemic hit the United States, and life for all of us changed pretty dramatically. And what I've learned over the last year is I can talk about our experience and those experiences in really two different ways. I can tell my story talking about how difficult it was for us to try and parent at home from our living room while working a couple different jobs since our daycare was closed. I can talk about how hard it was to figure out how to do church in a new and different way. I could talk about how kind of devastated we were when our new campus facility was supposed to have its grand opening on Easter Sunday and we were shut down just a week beforehand. I could talk about the loneliness we felt being isolated from friends and family, particularly friends and family who really wanted to see the newest addition to the family. And frankly, I could just talk about how bored I got not being able to do some of my favorite activities, not being able to go to movie theaters or even go to the gym to blow off some steam. But as the year went on, I began to realize that there's probably a better way to tell the story from 2020, and that really is to talk about how blessed that we were to be able to spend most of the first year of our son's life together as a family at home, sharing experiences together and getting to experience him learning and growing. I could talk about how our church facility was blessed that while we were shut down, we were able to do some pretty cool renovations thanks to the generosity of some other people. I could talk about how our community responded to us and giving us the opportunity to meet at a local drive-in so that we were still able to gather and to do church in some kind of in-person way. I could talk about how cool it was when we were finally able to open again and to welcome people back. And I could talk about some of the cool television shows I got to binge on Netflix and some books and some learning experiences that I got to read that helped me grow closer to God and more equipped to minister to other people. And so as I look toward this new year and maybe hopefully moving out of some of the experiences that we've all been in, I've been reminded to think a lot about how I tell my story and the way I communicate to others, the good and the bad, but mostly focusing on the good.